Hello YouTube and welcome to my first YouTube tutorial. In this I'm going to be showing you how to use Redpower and ComputerCraft to make yourself an elevator. So let's get started. First I'll show you just some of the basic components I used, and then I will show you the programming I used and made for this particular item. So as you can see right here, I have a bunch of structures, a bunch of structure frames or whatever they're called. And they are all just put into a box that is 5 by 5 on the outside, and then a nice 3 by 3 in the middle. I just used panels here, just add a cool look. The entire outside though is covered in covers that allows it just to slide up and down an elevator shaft like I have over there. This knock gate, I will get to the purpose of this in just a second. And in order for this to work, it does have to be on top of a panel. So under this, there is a panel right there. So, oh, hate that. Whatever. Alright. So anyways, the purpose of that knock gate is two reasons. One is allowing the programs I've chosen to detect, sorry about that, to detect where the elevator is if it is not at the current floor I'm at. And then secondly, it is used to activate and deactivate doors. As you can see, on all of my floors, I have piston doors using the bricks. And basically what happens is the knock gate that is up here, when it reaches the level where you can walk out, the knock gate deactivates this knock gate, deactivating the pistons. So if I were to show you that real fast here, let me just grab a screwdriver and a block. Okay, so as you can see, if I just come here, it deactivates that, but because of this pointing towards the pistons, it's still activated. So when you do have the knock gate, the end that does not have a redstone signal does have to be facing the pistons in order for them to deactivate. If it's not facing towards them, they'll keep activated as you just saw. And then when this is gone, they reactivate. So only when the elevator is there do those doors activate. I just thought that was a cool feature I could add in. Then the motor system I have set up is up here. As you can see, each motor is connected using two different colors of cable, white and orange. I chose white and orange because in my programs, I use numerical values for these two wires, and these are the lowest numerical values. White is 1 and orange is 2. And then I just have some bat boxes and solar panels. In reality, you could probably get away with just one bat box and a solar panel or two on top. But I decided to go overboard because, hey, I'm in creative mode. There is an elevator, I see just like a pole that is connected to the main item, the main elevator frame, that these motors operate. This motor brings it up, and this motor brings it down. So my program can choose which one is activating and whatnot. And let me just show you down in here real fast. As you see, this is the outer part of my elevator shaft. This is, the piston door I was telling you about. And then this is just the pole that the motors are using to move the elevator. So that's how that all works. It's very simple. The bundled cabling is so my computers can interact with that, but then it is also for these different colors. In my programs, I do use the actual colors, not the numerical values, because I was able to get away with doing that. Basically, what these do is it detects which one is deactivated, and whichever one is deactivated, the program I wrote tells it, lets it know that, okay, since this is deactivated, that is where the elevator is. So since this is floor 2, because I do have a basement level, since this is floor 2 in lime, and lime is inactive, it would go, okay, so the elevator is at 1. Yeah, well, 2. Elevator is at level 2. And so basically all I have to do is I have several programs I've used. I have basically 4 different programs, and all of them come off of the same skeletal structure with just some differences between them. So let me just do edit call. This is the program I use This is basically, I have 4 different versions of this program, and those are the 4 different programs that I used throughout this entire system, with just little changes here and there depending on what floor I'm at. Since this is floor 2, the way I have it is, for all of them, they have the functions move up and move down, preventing me from having to type this all the time. See, my move up one is telling it to send, to activate and deactivate a redstone signal to the orange cable. And then the move down is telling it to activate and deactivate a signal to the white cable. And then, those are just my basic functions. Then I'm telling it to test its bundled input, telling it if it, tell it to check if it's getting a signal from yellow. And I'm telling it, right over here, if it's false, then to proceed with the next, with the 4 equals 1 8 do. But if it's true, it's just going to ignore that and come down. Else if it is light, if the signal from light blue is false, then do this code right here, and then else if magenta is turned off, do this. But if those are all turned on, then just print here, telling you, okay, it's already here. Then I have it sleep for 1, and then run the clear program that just clears the screen and resets the cursor position. So that's basically just how this works, and I'll show you a demonstration in just a second. But as you can see, if I go call, since it's already here, it goes, oh, here, and then it clears the screen. As you see, the elevator is already here. So let me just send this up to level 4. So we'll just give it a second. Just waiting for this. As you can see, it'll automatically reset and clear the screen when it's done. Okay, so as you can see now, it is up at level 4. So the way I use call is I just say call, enter, nothing happens, escape out of here, and if I just wait right here, you'll eventually see the doors open. See? Boom. Doors open. And the way I could tell is because the NOT gate that was within my frame deactivated these pistons and deactivated this redstone signal. So my computer was like, oh, yellow's not getting a signal. I'm not getting a signal from yellow anymore. So that means the elevator must be up at 4, and I need to bring it down here. So if I go to edit 4, I'll show you how I did that. Basically, when it comes to the way I had this set up, to tell it to take me to a certain floor, I have it sleep for 5 seconds, so I have time to exit out of the computer and move over into the elevator itself. But basically what it does, basically for 4, it's basically saying, okay, dependent on where it is, depends on the distance it is from me, depends on how far I have to go. So since I'm sending myself to 4, I go, okay, it's going to go, okay, lime is deactivated. So it's going to move me 8 blocks up. And then stop. That's going to be the end of it, and then it's going to clear this screen. I have 4 different computers because each level has its own computer. These are very basic programs. They do look a bit complicated, but they are actually very simple. I was overthinking it at first, but these are very simple. And the reason I use advanced computers is, 1, I do eventually want to implement touchscreens, but I no idea how to do that. So if any of you knows how to do that, I would love a little lesson or somewhere I could teach myself or learn. That would be awesome. Also, though, because when it comes to programming, the advanced computers add colors, so it makes reading this and showing this off a little bit easier. So let me, I guess, do a demonstration. Let me just say 4, enter. Okay, now I have 5 seconds to get into the elevator shaft. And then, boom. And it is, jumpy, but it is going start, stop, start, stop, start, stop, stop pretty fast. So it is a little glitchy and not amazingly fast, but hey, now I'm up here at level 4. And then over here, if I were to show you, if I were to show you a list of the programs I have up here, I have to take myself to level 1, level 2, level 3, and then to bring the elevator up here to level 4. If I were to go down to 3, I would have taken me to 1, taking me to 2, taking me to 4, and then bringing the elevator down to 3 from wherever it is. And so that is basically the computerized Redpower elevator. I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope that I was helpful in some way. Any suggestions for tutorials I can do in the future would be much appreciated. And, thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you wish. So, have a good day.